My name is Kirsten Bauer, and I am recording my poster for Health Science 391. And this poster is a compilation of data that we did to compare the effects of social media on BYU Idaho students. And the reason, for an introduction, the reason I chose this topic is because I'm a college student myself, and I have multiple sources of social media, and I wanted to see if the effects were negative or positive for me and for my colleagues. So researching this topic, obviously the goal and objective was to determine what effect social media has on college students, in particular students who attend BYU Idaho. So we started out with 4 different questions. We asked, when we wanted to know what is the effects of social media on interpersonal relationships. Do BYU Idaho students sense a correlation between the amount of social media used and the amount of sleep they received on a daily basis? What impact does social media have on their daily behaviors? And then what is the perceived effect of social media use on BYU Idaho students and the view of their body image? So what we did is we compiled a survey with these questions on it to get a better idea of some of the demographics of the people who were responding. And I found it pretty interesting that majority was from Idaho. We had a few people respond from Utah, and then we had California, Arizona, Washington, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Argentina and Brazil. And those were obviously a lower percentage, but we still did get responses from them. And then the purpose for this study was to gain a larger perspective of BYU Idaho students and their perception of how social media affected them in their daily relationships and activities. So we had 53 participants who responded, and the results were quite shocking. I'm going to zoom in here for you. So the chart on interpersonal relationships, we saw that 60 people said that they would rather engage in media and social media use instead of face-to-face interaction. For body image, 70% of the people said that that social media did not help their self-confidence. 90% of the respondents said that they compared themselves to others on social media when they were on it, and then we had 87% say that social media affects their sleep habits. And then down here is another chart explaining that information as well. So what we see is that from this survey, we find that the majority of social media use is hindering our interpersonal relationships, sleep loss, self-comparison, and our daily behaviors. And so from this information that I gained, I decided to take a week off of social media use and just to see how it would affect me personally. And I've been very happy with the results. I feel more able to do more productive things, especially for finals week. So I was able to benefit from this information that we found.